Okay, and we're back.
Once again,
So,
you must all enter your
well,
homes.
let's listen to this
Shut
guy.
the windows.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mutant. Sometimes even by my name. Geralt of Rivia.
A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Gremist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks. The grass in pastures has withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain. But fear them. Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your soul. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself. What do you say?
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me. Time for a little storm.
So I've been playing this game for a while now. I still don't have an exact time count.
Sacrifice.
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent? Better a sacrifice of goats and sheep, I think.
But I think I'm getting close to the end. Of course, as soon as I want to pause the game to show you the fucking thing.
Skuka Svarm Fatna Hala!
It's starting.
I guess I'll talk a little bit since I'm in the menus anyway. This is a really good game, obviously. There's a reason that people praise it and love it. It's also got some serious flaws. And this is what I wanted to show you before. Let's look at my completed quests. So obviously quite a few. I haven't done everything. But I've made my way through the story. I think I've done like the major secondary stories, right? There's just a lot to do. So I'm kind of getting to that point that I got to in Red Dead 2 where, I kind of just want to finish up the main story. Red Dead 2, of course, doesn't have any major DLCs or expansions. This game does. And I'm starting to get really skeptical that I'm going to get anywhere near those. So I think I'm going to do everything. Couldn't complete that one. Or basically, I guess that would be... This would be my last secondary quest. And then I'm headed towards the end of the game, I think. So it's been a good ride, for sure. I can see why people really love this game. I think what this game really excels at, more than anything else, is the sense of place and location. And secondly, the story. The writing in particular, also the voice acting in general, is just top-notch.
Come on.
I think a lot of other aspects of this game are mediocre to medium. And there's a decent amount of technical things in this game that are actually not very well done at all.
Damn, lots of them.
Like the character movement is really bad, which is the main reason I haven't come out of normal difficulty, even though people swear that it makes the combat a lot more challenging and rewarding. But considering how easy it is to make a mistake, I just can't see myself taking the risk.
A storm, damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages. Did you see the drops? The size of X.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
For the best. Why?
If manipulating the weather carried no risks, it'd not give me peace. Make it rain, make the sun shine. Some would want storms, others a sea calm as a pond frozen over. This way folk petition me only when their need is great, not because they've had a whim.
I get it. There are times I wish I didn't have to chase this necker or that drowner. Will you go see Grimace now?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I shall gladly have it to help him with his ritual. Till then.
What was that? Okay. Now, all that being said before, the majority of this game's story and dialogue are really just over the shoulder, you know, two-camera conversation, so I guess that attests to the quality of the writing, that it is still interesting, but... Wait, where is this? The map is, like, kind of awful. Not terrible, it's not like a deal breaker, but... just shouldn't be this hard to use, I don't think. The horse behaves really weird, like just now. Now, normally I would give CD Projekt Red some slack because they are, you know, making a game. It's on a large scale, and you know, they're not Rockstar, they're not Activision, but at the same time, they're, you know, they're throwing their hat into the arena. So I think, to be fair, you have to judge them. You know, like, this is a game that is, in a lot of respects, a near miss. You know, like, I have never played, I've said this before, I have never played another game that made me want to go outside as much as this game. But on the other hand, like, this weather is pretty, like, not immersive. Like, after you've seen it for a while, you start to notice that, like, the rain isn't actually, like, making anything wet. The wind is just kind of a generic effect that shakes everything, and then eventually it'll stop. Whereas, you know, like in a game like Red Dead or even Grand Theft Auto 5, you see the effects of storms for a while.
Hey there. Pollen on the leaves still. Someone picked the bloom recently.
As far as other things, there's like things like the mission structure.
Another seeker of Pimpernel.
Another?
Gremist has sent countless young druids into the forest. They emerge drained, with a blank stare, and with no flower. And they never speak of what happened. I've asked Grimace to stop the folly. He looked at me and laughed. But the fun's over. One of our novices, Ramond, has failed to return. I've come to find him, alive or dead.
Listen, you're looking for a druid, I'm looking for a flower. Let's go in together.
Why not? I could use the help of a tracker. Lead the way.
It's not bad, and it gets the job done, obviously, but it's very, like, standard, you know, like,
Prince.
go here, there will be a dialogue prompt, you meet a new character, then you go into the cave together, or maybe he stays behind. It's not rocket science, for sure. I guess maybe you shouldn't expect it because of a game of this size, but it is kind of noticeable. What are these, wolves? Let's see. Like how it... Things like the lock-on is really terrible in this game. Like, it usually locks on not to the enemy you would have chosen, or I would have chosen anyway. Things, like, take so long to do that sometimes by the time you do them, you don't need to do them anymore. Like, where is this fucking wolf running to?
We're going the wrong way.
Are we? Do we not?
I shall return where the trail begins.
Ugh. Why are there so many wolves? You know? Okay, so now I gotta fucking find this guy. It's clunky. This is really clunky, and this game only came out in 2015. It's not, like, super old, you know? If it was a PS3 game, that'd be different. This is a PS4. This is a current-gen game. God, even like button mashing, you barely get stuff done. It's weird. There's also stuff like this where like quests that have multiple parts to it, like sometimes like get reset if you go too far from...
Glory you attain shall never perish.
I hope we're back on. So, yeah, it gets a little weird sometimes. So yeah, much like Red Dead, there's too many little things that are making me tired of the game to keep playing it. Maybe I'll just hold on to my save and come back to the DLCs later, but I don't know, it's not looking good. Are you just going all the way back to the trail?
Well, prepared to help me find...
Sure. Let's
Tried
go.
to talk to you just a second ago. Didn't take. Like, approach. The camera is way too close in this game. Okay. Please tell me what you want me to do next. Oh my god. stuff like this. Are you ready to set off on the quest? Please. Oh my god, I'm sorry that I walked slightly away from you earlier. Please forgive me. What are you talking about? God, it's so janky. Ugh. Jesus. It's like right in front of me. It's not fucking approaching me. As soon as I turn around, here it comes. Fuck. What am I even fucking fighting? Is it an insectoid? I have no idea. Whoa. Yeah. Gotta try something. It's not a necrophage. Relict. Well, that wasn't the last one I could have tried.
Damn it.
The movement is so weird. It's like just... Why does it go into this like weird soft lock-on? So now he's chasing the wolves.
Any last words?
Shut up, Geralt. Wow.
There were flowers here as well, but they've been picked. Every last one.
Riveting.
Footprints. Some fresh, others faded, all leading in the same direction.
Oh, no. Oh, stop, please. Haha. Oh, this is me. No, stop. please. Stop it, that tickles. Two can play this game, you horny goat woman.
Unhand him, hellish creature. Raymond, step away from her.
Ah, calm down. I've not been harmed. I came here.
You don't know what you're saying. She's cast a spell on you.
Nonsense. I need no spell. These boys come here themselves. In fact, I must use magic to drive them away, make them go home. Only Raymond was nice, so I let him stay.
I see through your lies. Your wretched charm won't work on me. I shall kill you here and now, monster.
I don't see any reason to kill her. She's a monster, sure, but a sentient one, and basically harmless.
No such thing. Just as there's no dry water, no cold fire. But if you'll not help, very well. I shall tend to her myself.
I'd advise against it.
I will return, with one who does not carry a sword for show.
Why did you take my side? I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't generally couple with witches, especially not out of gratitude.
Tell me why not. Is it the scars?
I detest when a man smells of blood. You witches always reek of it. Fiend blood, trot blood, and these are my brethren.
You're right. But unlike fiends and shorts, you...
Have ample breasts and a pretty face. I know. Their lack of these attributes, is that what makes them easy to kill?
It's a bit more complicated than that. But never mind. No means no, I get it. Can't think of another way you can repay me. I'm looking for Pimpernel. You know this forest. Maybe you could help me.
I shall take you myself. And you, Raymond, go pick some more violets. Just the indigo ones this time.
Indigo? You mean blue?
No, indigo is indigo. Men.
Why you need all these flowers?
Nosy, aren't you? Wait and see.
Kinda wish she just kinda had the flowers laying around.
Pretty, don't you think? Bellflowers, violets, kingcups, pimpernels. I must pick some edelweiss. Take one, but no more. I've put a lot of work into making this cavern cozy.
Why? See, like, this. Like, I'm already here doing this part of the quest, obviously, but it's trying to send me across the map to do something else. It's not my favorite thing. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Why wasn't this lit up before? Christ. Okay. Now that the quest is down to one thing, I can somewhat rely on this thing to tell me where to go, although not always. All this makes me think that I'm probably not gonna try to even play Cyberpunk 2077 until I'd say a good year after it releases. Because if this is the state of this game, like, several years after it originally released and it's been patched over and improved in whatever way, yikes. It's kind of hard to stomach. we go. And it's kind of sad because the jankiness is so constant and immersion breaking that it really does affect the game, I think.
That's it, Roach.
Come on now.
Okay. You know, it's like that. Is that a giant? I guess correctly. That thing was still kicking my ass, so. Upgrade. Really excellent music, and it gets away with a surprising lack of variety in music, but it pulls it off pretty well. I think I can make... God, this fucking took a ridiculous amount of time to complete. Level 26. Just to get a greater red mutagen. Holy shit. I don't like how the cursor like disappears on you when you do something in the menu. It's really annoying. Two more levels.
Breath's
What? Doesn't look like I'm anywhere fucking close to him. Ugh. Janky
Cyclops won't
combat.
bother me anymore. Can look around peacefully now. Distilling recipes.
Oh my god.
One's a
So,
little faded, but legible.
so hard to just look at an object in my near vicinity and select it for looting. Oh man, how the fuck is Cyberpunk gonna work? I'm really curious as to like what kind of condition that game is gonna ship in. I'm very skeptical about it.
Got lucky. Bit of mash left.
I hope I'm wrong and that it's all for the better and just works. What do you want me to do? Tell me. Please tell me what you want me to do. Read what now? I don't want to fucking read anything. How about that? Jesus.
Here's where the mash goes. Probably.
Yep. Adding the mash.
Done. Now to boil the mash. Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down.
This is where I'm like, should I give up on the quest? Should I look it up? Why can't I just have instructions? Use the machine to produce alcohol. Pretty vague. Okay.
Well, well. Distiller.
Just random pushing of things worked. I don't know. Sure. Of course I'm gonna fast travel there. I would love, like, to me this game would be perfect if it was just Velen. Maybe you can make White Orchard actually attached to it. So then you get White Orchard, Velen, and Novigrad. That would be perfect for me.
But the prophecies are true?
Not that I don't like Skellige and the rest of it. But it just doesn't jive as well for me. So I think better to leave me wanting than to annoy me, you know, which is ultimately what this game does. No matter how good everything is, it eventually gets old.
Phenomenal, my boy. So, Fridtjof, shall we begin?
The sooner the better. We've a long night ahead of us.
The ritual is only for members of the inner circle. Thus, my dear apprentice, you must wait outside. Under no circumstances must you enter. We shall begin your tutelage, Cohorn.
As you wish, Master.
We'll make someone out of you yet, Witcher. Now off you get. Shoot.
I mean, who's gonna actually, like, go do a bunch of stuff and come back the next day? Like, of course, if you have this, you're just gonna wait. Duh.
We must have another. That's good stuff.
Aye, as the base from Mosh Gordon and Spirit from Hale Hell. Good times, Fritjof. Good times. Finally, something other than damn potions and transmutations.
Guess the ritual's not over yet.
Good. I thought I told you to stay outside. Only turns of the inner circle.
Circle Smirkle, let the boy have some fun. He's earned it.
Fine. Pour yourselves on. Garrett, let the lessons begin.
Drink hard and study hard. I like the idea.
Yeah. I call it stimulation and assimilation. First you stimulate, and then you assimilate. You shut down. Let's start with ingesting toxins. Best approach, practice makes perfect.
I've practiced a lot already. Good thing.
I'll make learning my secret method easier. Look, you take the potion like this. Go.
Who said old age is a burden?
So what did I fucking learn here? I tried to do this one, I couldn't figure it out, so I'm just gonna leave it. This one seems to be glitched out too, although I might have just sold the document, and which means I would have to look for it and like go to all the merchants and try to find it. I'm not gonna do that. Where is this? I'm just, oh man, maybe, I don't know. You know, when you throw a big mountain in front of me, I'm like, great, I have to travel here and then climb around and hopefully find the entrance to this. Like, I'm not really looking forward to that. Maybe I should kill some dragons. Haunted Mansion. Where is this? I thought I did something like this. Oh, hold on. Skellige. Oh no, this one's like out in the country. Yeah, it's pretty far north. Okay, that sounds kind of interesting since I haven't spent a lot of time around here. So let's do it. That's another thing you may have noticed that I just kind of blew through that quest. And that's another thing is that this game like demands a lot of time and attention for even the smallest side quest. But I don't feel like the payoff is usually, or not always there. A lot of times, you know, like I said, just the dialogue is good. But if you're not really in the mood for that stuff as you're playing, that can seem like kind of a weak reward. So in terms of gameplay, sometimes the actual reward for a quest doesn't feel all that great, to be honest.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Some pretty heinous loading times, that's for sure. The game suffers because of that, because you're like going back and forth so much, because you have so many quests that are available to you, but I mean you're under leveled for most of them for most of the game, so they're just kind of sitting around on your map. And you can't really set like a hierarchy. Like, I wish I could say, okay, I'm going to do this quest, and once it's completed, I want it to jump to this quest. But instead, it'll just kind of jump to a random main quest, or not a random one, probably the next, like, story one. But that's not really helpful. So that's more like a menu thing, but it just also seems a little outdated. Anyway, personally, one of my biggest drives in this game has been to clear my quest log. Let's actually... I guess let's at least do this. And check all the message boards in the game.
Faster.
I don't know that I feel obligated to check everyone in Skellige, but let's at least do Velen. Ugh. Okay, so that That's another like annoying thing that I'm like riding through the shrubbery. I can't see where I'm going. There's no way to like change my camera view. I think being just one area would have really benefited this game because you start to lose the immersion a bit early on in this game. When you warp from White Orchard over to Vizima, it does lose a little bit. Okay. Where? Like, why is he running away from me? Just when I'm trying to get on him. Fuck. That shit's annoying, man. I feel like a lot of developers in the quest to like put things like realism in games opt instead to make things obnoxious. I wish that trend would die.
Giddy up.
Just get over the fucking fence, man. I guess let's head over here. Do a little save.
Move it.
monster.
Oop. He's still going full speed
Go,
for like a full 10 seconds. What's your problem?
Run, Roach. Take it easy.
Just random exclamations. Okay. That's interesting. It's a DLC mission. Well, let's just check the map, I guess, make sure I haven't missed any notice boards. No, I actually got them all. Let's check Skellige. Missed one there. And it's so far away from anything else. I guess let's go. Let's go get it.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
I know you're trying, Roach. I know you're trying. I'm not sure
Run, Roach.
if I'm gonna get away with this or not. I think maybe I will. I think what this game has done most for me is make me really interested in Elden Ring. Because if FromSoft can pull off the open world thing with the amount of weight that it gives to locations and environmental storytelling and stuff like that, that's going to be something really special. This game is very close to it.
Not so.
This is interesting. I don't think I ever took this path before. Maybe I did. It's hard to tell because, like, stuff is really cool, don't get me wrong, in this game, but it's also, like, kind of samey. You can tell they didn't have that time that, like, Rockstar took in Red Dead 2 to differentiate different, like, locations and items and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I came this way before.
Come on. Come on, Roach.
This is probably the most Skyrim this game has felt.
Respect, Witcher.
Respect to you as well, my friend. I think. What?
That's enough.
Wait. This one's really funny. What's the difference between a Nilf Guardian and a Drowner? Drowners know how to swim.
Like that, you're going for a swim with him.
God, so far away. God. Let's see if I can find a fast travel location. Seems like there's a decent castle up here, right?
Something I've always wondered. What do you Witchers do once there are no basilisks, leshens, or giants around? Eh?
God, just locking on to the right enemy. You know, it's like, no, I don't want that one. I want the one that's about 10 feet away from me. Awkward. You know, the dead one shouldn't still be able to be locked onto, certainly not for like a full 5 or 6 seconds. That makes sense to me, but for some reason this game thinks otherwise. It's kind of a mystery. I don't know why I thought I'd use part of my potion or something. Wait, where am I going now? What's that? Actually saw him appear that time. Y'all. You say Puyol?
That's what you find.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, mostly just winging it, in case you can't tell. But I don't die too often in this game, so I guess I won't really complain, but combat definitely feels off. Oh, can't get close to that for some reason. Let's move to another location. Or I guess I got it. Bring that. I got the horn. Okay. Didn't quite get that. give up on that.
Let's go. That's it, Roach.
I have to... Whoop, 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 whoop. Almost went off. Oh no! Fucking fell. Can I jump over here? I cannot do that now. Oh no, the dreaded cannot do that now. Is that really the best place? No, I can't climb up. There's Roach. Maybe I can...
The favor Lady Bran did for her son sure did bear a head price.
Greetings, traveler.
Got back your stolen horn, and I, killed the thieves.
Shame that. They weren't evil men.
Didn't give me a choice. Where's my reward?
Take it. And next time, slay some damn monsters.
Walking right into me.
Oh.
Okay, so now I think it's time to go get Ciri, right? Well, I guess I have to do this.
I knew if he filled himself to the hair with hooch, he'd never make his wrong ship ready.
Gonna kill the Kickasmores.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and queen.
Winds howling.
Oh yeah, I think I need to repair my sword. Almost. Oh wait, did I run out of those bolts? I guess no, I just took them off for some reason. Alright, yeah.
No such thing as bad ships or bad weather. Only worthless fucking sailors.
We drank 3 pots of Heartstopper, a bottle of rum, and washed it all down with wine.
Brand those swords, but I prefer...
Oh, it doesn't take too long to sail. Wish I'd just shown me the marker where the place was before. Not too long. Wait a minute. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a landing up here. I need to. Hoof it through here. Is there really not a single? Wait. It's being funny. can't be serious. Get on a boat? Like, I clearly need to.
Move it.
Horse. Get stuck on everything. Won't turn.
Come on. Hey ya.
Why is it sending me over here? Ah, okay. Forget it.